videotape is spinning slow. A voice from the sea, a message from the foe. Not the enemy, but the war itself that kept you on the Enterprise ship. We waited by the mailbox FPO, hoping the bad news wouldn't show. Every day a prayer against the worst, for a Navy sedan chaplain cursed to stop on our street to deliver the fright that you wouldn't be flying home that night. They call it the game of kings, but it was our line. California to Vietnam, connection divine. Night to Queens, Bishop 3, a whisper command, a square of carved wood in a troubled land. Across the magnetic board, our armies would stand, a piece of solid ground, a father's hand. We played to remember, we played to forget, a fragile truce, the moment we met in the silence of a move, in the long drawn out wait, just you and I, against chaos and fate. The chessboard was set up inside my room, while you were aboard the constellation's gloom. We sent the notation, algebraic and slow, bishop to king's night 5, then a month would go. I'd smile at the pieces, plan out my fight, then remember the weeks till your next satellite of a tape or a letter making its way, just a single move to brighten my day. The board was a window, the distance was wide, but on 64 squares there was nowhere to hide. The hope that this simple mechanical play meant you'd make it back home to me someday. They call it the game of kings, but it was our line. California to Vietnam, a connection divine. Night to Queens, Bishop 3, a whisper command, a square of carved wood in a troubled land. Across the magnetic board, our armies would stand, a piece of solid ground, a father's hand. We played to remember, we played to forget, a fragile truce, the moment we met in the silence of a move, in the long drawn out wait, just you and I, against chaos and fate. We drove to Alameda when the great ship sailed through people's blockades. The anger unveiled, the signs and the screaming, the scorn and the hate for a man doing duty, standing at the gate. A protester saw the eagle on the car and spat in my mother's face, a memory scar. They welcomed us with contempt, not with esteem, while you chased a nightmare in a fighter jet's dream. But under the golden gate, as the Flowla passed by, I knew you were thinking of upon a night a reply. The game went on for years, moved by delayed move. I don't recall if we ever got to prove a checkmate or stalemate, a victory or loss. It didn't matter, Dad, it was worth every cross of distance, of danger, of protest and pain. It wasn't about the finish, it was the start again. Pawn a Queen's night for, and a bond that remains, a way to connect, a way to stay whole, a move for the mind and a move for the soul. 36 years, the salute was finally done. Rear Admiral Tissot retired the Long War One, trading the combat air wing for the green Monterey coast. The man who flew Phantoms now cheered for the Red Sox host. He traded his medals for a game of slow-paced tennis and swapped out the fighter jet for simple civilian happiness. He lived to be 91, Eugene and to his friends at the end, a life full of service, a father, a husband, a friend. And on a quiet May morning, his clock wound down slow. The final magnetic piece was taken and the king had to to go. The board is put away now, but the game is complete.